Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Ridwan Syawali. I'm a 40 class Department of English Education, Faculty of Tarbiyah and Teaching Science. And in this occasion, I would like to tell you about a novel that I have read before. And the title of the novel is Sunnyside. Alice Haskin is a novelist who is suffering from writer's block. She seems to have had the perfect life so far. Her books sold well and she won awards. She is happily married to Harry, a professor at local university campus. The Haskins inhabit a large and beautiful 1950s house from old Sunnyside with their two children, the sensitive Joe and the confident Grace. A cut above the McMansions that have been colonizing the place lately. It denotes the blend of envy and dreams that take place of respect in the world where everything has become model and signifier. The place has a potent life of its own that's been a glamour of having arrived at a security and the fruits of aspiration. It is more than a background to the characters' actions and thoughts. Sunnyside bears many similarities to Mount Eliza and is the name of that suburb's beaches. For everyone must rise from where they were in order to meet expectations that define people from the kinds of goods they buy. In that phrase, Murray Smith gave Sunnyside the objective uppercut. One could always think visually safe from the proliferation of weapons and mass destruction. In the place of such idyllic perfection and confidence to city transport, only the wrong places, says Murray Smith, stop the house from ascending into the cloud. Set against this, the Haskins' 2-acre spread is heaven-like. Populated by the criminal poor, its shopping strip dotted with bankrupt takeaways. Down the road is Deptford, where Harry works, a disordered suburb built over old swamps. Everything has to be on 1 or 2 acres, a space unattainable for most Australians. Covenants make their comfortable house safe from further subdivision. It may be beautiful, but as with Deptford, the real dangers come from states of mind and seem pejorative until one considers their sinister, juicy figure. Such adjectives are the opposites of his wife's qualities: a holistic, acerbic, inattentive, obstreperous, and contemptuous. He has a female student, Olivia, whom he described as though the relationship is still loyal, his fidelity to Alice gets tested. For 40 years old Alice, safety has become stifling. She cannot write, her libido is absent, Henry was obviously suffers too. But less easy for her friends to empathize with, Molly's fling has unsettled everyone. The decision is all of a piece with adultery. It is in Lodge Deptford. After all, Molly McClellan gets a tattoo. Young people are not all negative and threatening. However, Sunnyside's strong plot involves the vibrant hopes and affection of a neighbor's 17-year-old daughter, Scarlett. Murray Smith sees clearly how decisions that could capsize a life, a relationship, family are met at our weakest and most vulnerable times, then that our loves and loyalties might have to exist on the razor edge for a long time. Sunnyside shows that middle-aged prosperity and privilege are as dangerous to well-being as their opposites. Whether this is a temporary youthful attribute that will dissipate in middle age is not dwelt on. All three are prepared to fight and take risks for something important that goes beyond themselves: loyalty, love, family, and compassion. Grace is self-contained, optimistic, and happy. Joe is preoccupied with the agonies of the ship, stranded on a ship in the middle of the ocean on the way to the Middle Age. An intense admirer of Alice, who babysits Grace and Joe. Sunnyside shows that middle-aged prosperity and privilege are as dangerous to well-being as their opposites. Moral Smith sees clearly how decisions that could capsize a life, a relationship, family are made at our weakest and most vulnerable times. Then that our loves and loyalties might have to exist on the razor edge for a long, long time.